In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Try and save up for the House of the Yellow Hand. They're also expensive. Right, what missions are going to be next? We just had to kill a Shrieker to get our trinkets back. It was the last thing we did last night. And those people are going to take a break because they all got quite stressed out. What have we got? Our Martyr Seal would be pretty good. It's a long mission, but Martyr Seal are useful trinkets. I could use another one of those for my other contest. That would be better for having debuff skill chance. Alright, we'll go and get this Cursed Incense because that'll be useful for my occultists. So they can try and apply the debuff stuff when the profit turns up. So, we're going to bring for a veteran, so. I've been informed of a pretty good strategy from the internet. I'll bring in an Antiquarian with Protect Me, and a Highwayman who's got Riposte, because then they'll get lots and lots of ripostes. So we'll try that out and see how that works out. I think we'll bring a Grave Robber as well. Let's take the rest. It's a short, so we'll bring on the Shield Breaker maybe? What could you do from the back? I guess you can wipe people from row 3, I suppose. I don't know, the Shield Breakers just don't seem that. Shield Breakers don't seem that good. Bring an Abomination. Be able to use Beast Bio and stun with Manacles. Maybe I can bring an Occultist and get him leveled up as well. So I'm trying to get him an Occultist thing anyway, so. Yeah, okay, let's go take a works. That might be the best thing to bring along. Might make him a little bit slower, but hit a lot harder. Actually no, let's give him the death blow resist, because if he's riposting a lot, he might need the death blow resist. Okay, so everyone geared up as best as they can be from it. Need a lot more busts for that.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what he will face.
And I need a lot of crests. Alright. That should be fine. It's only a short one. It's a veteran, but short, so it should be fine. We're in short, so... Oh, you have to get 2 food.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign. A handsome reward for a task well performed. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. ground quakes. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Oof.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. A fortune
Oh, wow.
waiting to be spent. Annihilated. A momentary abatement.
Good job. Just gonna keep on healing for one there, huh?
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Really? Alright. Could you possibly try and heal for a quarter to 19 and not like 2? Really? Come on. There we go.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Not what I wanted to do. Be fine.
A singular strike. The bigger the beast, the greater the glory. The match is struck. A blazing star is born. The
Oh,
great
pretty well.
ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
That's pretty good. It's a long champion mission though. It could be quite tricky. That pen would be real good for one of my highwaymen. Alright, let's try and do a champion dungeon, so a long one, no less.
A sharper sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
So we need a lot more crests. And we're also already 3 or 4, so I don't really need a level 3 one. So yeah, back to menus. This is a long mission actually, so we should probably check and see what our camping skills are. and try and get ourselves an ancestor's pen. Long in the Weald. We're not going to concern ourselves too much with treasure because what would be nice, it's not the objective. The objective is getting the trinket.
I knew all
I have to
these
check my
paths
trinkets before I
once.
go out.
Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Since you don't actually have any stun skills, you should have a sun ring instead. Explore 90% of rooms. Well, that's gonna suck. I guess if we go far right, then go down the right and middle paths, then we'll go as far down the left one as we need to, I guess. Minimize the backtracking, kinda.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Continue the onslaught, or destroy them all. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
That's pretty fair to the point. Bleed.
In Radiance, may we find victory. Or death by inches. The ground quakes.
Oh, I need a lunge. I meant to hit the face.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Surges as the enemy crumbles. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Okay. He's something the phone and turning off all the time. Put it on less of a sleep channel. Sorry, second screen app is up and running if you guys have any questions.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Ah, so
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches. Sedated. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. This expedition at least promises success.
I know we're struggling a little and we're not even hardly any way into it.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I have the busts and the cash, I guess. I'd rather have the crest and that trinket. Right. Getting a lot of loot in this, and of course we can't carry half of it home because it's a long mission. How much are you taking from that? Right, so you kind of need to use the anti-venom arrows to die.
Annihilated. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Of course you crit for 12. And stun. Oh jeez. Debuff man boys. Oh, man. Right. So that's dead. That's good. Should maybe use some bandages.
Festering fear consumes the mind. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Impressive.
Ah, he has 1 health.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
What the hell is that? A hateful virago. Oh jeez, 245% stun? What the hell does that do? It's got such huge stats. Let's not find out. He's taking 6 damage from that. He has 7 health.
Masterfully
well.
executed.
Wow, that's a lot of bad things. Minus 30 dodge, minus 10 HP, plus 40% stress.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Right, so when we get back to this room, we're going to camp, I think. Since we have 2 firewoods, we may as well make the most of it.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
You're going to be camping in like a room, guys. In a room. Yeah, let's camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Let's prevent the nighttime ambush. Scouting chance could be pretty handy. If you've got a disease, maybe just removing the disease is the best thing. Twice a high omen for his riposte. I'm sure he can kill for an item as well. I want to press triangle to rest.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. The twisted faces
And of course
of
it's
death,
hard to turn up.
piled high and cloaked in malice.
He's got 144 health. I'm champion. Sure, try and stun him. 50% chance. That looks right. So much health. Plus 50% damage. Jeez. Can't dazzle light into that damage.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
He's still being guarded. Need to use bandages.
A momentary abatement. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast. The light, the promise of safety. at the very precipice of oblivion.
Oh, no. Don't die. Thanks. Well, frankly, I'm glad I camped before that fight, because that fight was awful.
And driven into the
It would have only
mud.
gone worse.
Blow. Diminished. A devastating blow. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I'll leave that trinket alone, because we'll come back to that anyway.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Also, if someone could let me know, someone outside is playing music really loudly, if you guys can hear that, because if so I can close the window. That would make it unbearably warm. $110% draft is on. I suppose that's useful. Probably it's the same as the last fight, except even harder. Trying to let him miss. God damn.
Precision and power. Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
I'd rather have hairpins than money. Right. Keep going down. Could have got rid of your quirk, buddy. Good job, me.
Destroyed. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
What do we do with an ancient coffin? and just get stuff. I'll get nothing. Right, we'll move on to the next room and we'll camp there, and we should be hopefully near the end of this. We've explored quite a lot of the rooms. If we quite actually get to bleed them, it's not that great.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born. Exposed to a killing blow. The will to fight falters.
Damage around, jeez. What is that besides protection?
Decisive pummeling. A momentary abatement. A singular strike.
Alright, no, next room's empty, but honestly that's just camp.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
No, we've got any diseases this time.
way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
You just have to go to like 2 or 3 rooms yet.
Wealth beyond measure.
It's
Awarded
a
to the
torch
brave
fight.
and the foolhardy alike.
I don't think you can call a torch wealth beyond measure. Really? 90% rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I suppose we have to go do a couple more. Yeah, we're not going to get anything better from our fight, so let's just get out of here. We got the ancestral pen, that's what we came for.
Route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
Yeah, you're going to have to get rid of the worries.
Strength, purpose, and peace. All can be found in the focused mind.
I only have 1 man at arms, but I suppose he may as well get 1 reserve level. Yay. How are we for diseases are not then? Plus 80% debuff skill chance. That seems pretty good. So I can keep him for when we're fighting the Prophet. When he gets out of his getting rid of his disease next week anyway. We have to kill the Necromancer before we can kill the Prophet anyway, so I want to get him up to level 6 now first. Right, whatever. Getting another blasphemous bile would be pretty useful. That's a veteran siren. Yeah, okay. You're almost there, buddy. Someday you'll be completely distressed. We had some success with marking. Don't want to bring Rapaw's stuff because she'll be stealing someone. That sounds useful. My cards are called Baudry and Baldry. Didn't even notice that. Not really that good. Plus 3% crit. Just, no, not particularly useful. People have way more disease than I thought they did. Right, going into the cove to kill the veteran siren. So what do we need for a veteran in cove? Or be in cove, sorry.
In financial desperation, I struck a bargain with the ancient things that surfaced in search of sacrifice when the moon was right. Their price was the delivery of an obscure idol, and one other item of more troubling portent. The pact struck. My newfound accomplices slipped silently beneath the brackish water. A fearful stirring at the edge of the torchlight betrayed a familiar witness, and gifted me with malign inspiration. I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif. Another mariner, another misfortune. Is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. Inspiration and improvement. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Obliterated. Blow. Slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving. A death by inches. handsome reward for a task well performed.
Now we started at the bottom right, so she should be in the top left. Should be. I think these ones are just you interact with, aren't they? Yeah, 2/3 chance of a random positive quirk. Rune Scriber. Oh, alright. Look at that. There's the boss. Time to camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
I don't have nighttime ambush prevention. Because I'm a dumbass.
A momentary abatement. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I don't know what the odds are of actually getting a nighttime ambush. I just know I didn't want it to happen.
In Radiance, may we find victory. The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image. She is their queen and their slave.
That guy doesn't want to get stunned, does he?
Hideous matriarch, vile queen of the aphotic depths. She has no place in the sane world. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Your soldiers' minds are mired in malignancy. Fear has taken root.
Nice, 15% virtue chance. I don't know what the virtue chance normally is, so that's not the end of the world, I guess. Wow. Plus 50% debuff resist. That's pretty good. That's another long champion though. Ah, jeebus. Going to the sunken cruise probably a better bet. I think I want a leper because I can keep killing the crew member that gets summoned with the leper. And I just want to keep hammering it with everything else. And the warriors dodge a lot. And they get arbalist up. 300 crests, like. Right. Let's go kill the sunken crew.
I employed a crew of particularly unsavory mariners, who for a time sailed the four corners at my behest, retrieving many valuable artifacts, relics, and rare texts. Effectively, they increased their tariffs to counter my intense stipulations of secrecy. Such resources had long been exhausted, of course, and so I prepared an alternative payment. The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity. Decimated. the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Obliterated.
Hey CJ.
Morning, Joe. How you getting on today?
Not bad, mate. How's yourself?
Not bad. Been playing Darkest Dungeon for the morning, so I'm still waiting to hear from Claire. So, I've done quite a few journeys, including one long champion to get an ancestral pen, which seems pretty good, but
Nice.
was also very dangerous to get.
No, I can imagine so, yeah.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the
Like,
short
it turns out that long champion missions are quite tricky. Who'd have guessed?
Yes, yes they are.
I almost lost my grave robber to the whole thing, because she got knocked down to death's door more than
Oh, that's
once.
not a good one. Which week are you on right now, out of interest?
I don't know if I can check when I'm in a dungeon. I don't see it anywhere.
I don't think you can, no.
I'm well into the second year at any rate.
Oh, yes, okay. Put some Dark Dungeon myself, I think. Stop the stream up.
confusion, nerves, and panic. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, I kept on the screen going. Do it in. I think I was going to go take on Wolf.
Oh yes, that was what you were doing before you called it a night, was that you had a brigand incursion to deal with.
Yeah, and I've set up a team that I think will be okay against him. Still can't send CJSeedge the flagellant to get his stress removed because the caretaker is yet again in the abbey, just filling the spot.
I mean, you could always, you know, like expand the abbey and give it more slots.
I could. But do I want to?
Masterfully
Probably not.
executed. A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Apparently, I upgraded the cloister once at the start of the thing because I've even completely forgotten that I did that. So yeah. But I don't really want to use the resources. I'm saving all of that stuff for the blacksmith now. I want to get rank 5 weapon and armor upgrades.
Yes.
That's like my objective now. And transferable. I've got a Hellion, a Highwayman, Plague Doctor, and a Vestal. And mainly the Plague Doctor is just going to try and stun everything as much as possible over and over.
Do you have a good stun buffing thing on? Because
I have 2 stun trinkets. He's got like plus 80% to stun.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need that for sure. Like
plus 60%. Yeah, he's got
I think Wolf has like 200% stun resist. You see?
Yeah. Well, it's not even just for him. It's just for the enemies in the dungeon themselves, so they don't do much.
Yeah, and they're all champions, and they're pretty strong.
Yes.
A handsome reward.
And we also have the Hellion along for some stunning action as well. Dismas is going to be my main damage dealer. My Highwayman. Got the Vestal for some healing and also damaging. So, a good setup. I would bring a Man-at-Arms, but my Man-at-Arms is level 2.
That's not going to cut it now.
No, so he's not going to be particularly useful. But it will be fine. Probably. We'll give it a go. All we can do is fail. If things start going thickly nasty, then I can just run. Or try to run.
You mean your crew sounds like a decent setup, Joe? I'm sure you can.
Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to just buy every provision thing I can.
Yes, I would. Like, you probably only need 1 stack of torches, because it's not that big of a map, but you definitely want to bring bandages and things like that.
It's one of those rare cases where I bring some Lord in case anything gives horror. I don't want to...
Yeah, you want some of that too. Like, I found that a few of the brigands had, those madmen with them, and they give horror.
Oh, yeah.
So, Laudanum is definitely
good.
thing.
Yeah, I bought everything except for 4 keys.
Yeah, I don't think you find any treasure, Joe, because you're in the hamlet.
Grievous injury.
Fair enough, that's good to know. I'll just bring all of this stuff just in case, But
Yeah,
I may as well just take 2 keys just in case.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the money, there's no harm really. But...
Yeah, I mean, it's a big gold investment, but it's safety. So, I've got 2 rooms to start with, that we'll go to. Let's go to the right.
Like, for experience, Joe, or from mine anyway, when I was in that area, I went right, and then the boss was above my starting room. Like, it was like a clock. I started at 6 and he was at 12.
Unforeseen.
Okay, so it's not a particularly big area then. Okay.
Not particularly, no. But it is filled to the brim with bad mans.
Yeah, it seems that way.
God damn it, Atlas, you're just the worst. You really are the worst. Like, I've used Battlefield's medicine on my leopard twice. So he has plus 70% healing. 76% healing. He's getting healed for 6 because the Atlas just can't hit high numbers. Like, just please, a high number.
Look at how well my stun works. Yeah, I just straight up stun these regular guys, just even through the stun buff they already got. So that's a good stun chance. I got my Plague Doctor.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Even though you seem kind of weak jobbers at the moment, I just thought I'd test how my stuns is working out.
A solid plan.
This combat music is pretty rad.
Yeah, it's great.
The light, the promise of safety.
So if this guy's in like the 12 o'clock position, then I probably want to camp for buffs in like the first room that I get to then.
Do you have a camp? I don't remember having firewood.
Oh no, you don't have a camp. No, sorry, because it's short. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a short.
Yeah. Let's change up his skills a moment. Let's give him the other stun as well. Now, give the that light, put that stun on. Okay, I found a tent.
I should camp here because I don't know which room the boss is in, but I can make some good guesses.
A
Don't
moment
know
of
what this tent
respite.
does.
A chance
I tend to just
feel
interact with
oneself
something to get
against
stuff somewhere,
becoming
Sandy.
horrors.
Is there anything I can use on it?
Not that I know of, no. I think it's just a case of that's just investigate.
Let's just give you all about this thing open. At least I would if I wanted to load. One last going up. What is Google
The
not
match is
working for
struck.
me?
A
there we
blazing
go.
star is born.
Probably up for boss. Could be up, could be left.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Ah, he gave me some stress. Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Looks like not the boss room. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be the boss room.
Start those things. Stun of those things. All that laudanum. All that horror.
Laudanum is super useful here.
A decisive pummeling.
I don't often bring it, to be honest. I probably
I
should.
never bring it to normal dungeons. It's just that like if I know I'm going against like a boss run, I might bring some just because it could be handy then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Eradicated.
Oh, a nasty crit.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Well, this fight, just everyone really has it in for my iron. He's just getting hammered.
Ambushed by foul invention. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay, so this should be the boss fight.
As the
Should
light
be.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Well, actually, bring along all this. Okay.
This isn't the boss fight either. What the hell? Ah.
Yeah, really bad luck finding it, I guess.
I went to the topmost furthest away room and then the leftmost furthest away room. So that only leaves one possibility for where he probably is.
Which dungeon area is this?
Cove.
Precision.
It's for
Oh,
the
yeah.
the sunken crew.
Yeah, I think I had that myself finding the crew. There was like 3 or 4 possible positions it could have been, because the map was just really weird.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Jesus. I just crit a fish for 56 with the arbalist.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Sorry, mate. That's a solid attack there.
Yeah, the restrained crossbow certainly helped that quite a lot. Of course, the thing is, I want to find the boss before I end up running out of my boss from camping, you see, because I couldn't tell which of the 3 rooms it could be, so I had to just camp and guess.
Yeah. So you say the boss is in the 12 o'clock position, yeah?
He was for me, yes.
The vault boss, I mean. Alright. We'll try that. Like, I scouted the room off to the right as well, so... It's okay, we'll go exploring. See him stun those up. Yep.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Oh, you took over. Good dodge, everyone. Okay, that is there as well. Oh, that's a shame.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Now we'll paint all our bits on this being the boss room. If it isn't the boss room, then I don't honestly know where the hell it is.
Equally, I'm about to go into what I think is the boss room here, so let's find out. Yes, that's a big dude with some bombs.
That's Wolf.
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders.
So, mission plan started. Oh, we can't even join him to start.
The sunken crew moves people around. This is the worst possible party I could have brought, so, because a wiper is a really bad person to bring to the crew that moves people around a lot.
Oh, that's a shame, dude.
Dumbass, it's fine, I'm just
Oh,
dumb.
I forgot to buff that one.
It's only a veteran one, so I'll be able to just hammer him hard enough that I might be okay.
Ah, fair enough.
Right, this is the last of the veteran bosses I have. After that, then it's just the champions.
Oh crap, I realised I did a big mistake. I forgot to swap my clay grenade for the front of the party clay grenade. Crap. Now my clay doctor is absolutely worthless now. Can't do anything useful. Ah, shit. That's gonna cost me, I think. Well, that bomb crit for 68 damage. That was a lot of damage.
Yep, his bombs do a lot of damage.
Okay, we're I'm not doing that.
The blood quickens.
The fact that this boss gets so many turns means it's actually really bad trying to mark him because the mark goes away really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, some bosses have that. It's a real pain.
The ground quakes. Singular strike. A devastating blow. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. Struck. They are cursed to float forever, deep in the swirling blackness, far beyond the light's reach. I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
That's a pretty good trinket for that. I think it might be time to try and take on Necromancer Lord. He's got a good trinket as a reward, finally.
Good.
The only thing is I don't know what to take him on with. How's Wolf?
I retreated and went back into it.
Okay.
So I basically just restarted. Like, everyone's got more stress now, obviously, but now I have the skills I actually want equipped.
Which can be more useful? So I'm thinking let's bring Renaud, because Renaud's got Holy Lance. Retreating behind as we can as quick. So we'll have Iron Swan at the front, we'll have Holy Lance at the back. Bring a Riposter? Yeah, bring a Riposter. And we'll bring a Vestal.